In March 2024, WhatsApp, iMessage, and even Telegram might all merge, which means we can use Telegram in WhatsApp. Here's why WhatsApp is doing that. So, in case you didn't know, the European Union, which comprises many rich countries, has introduced significant regulatory measures for the tech industry in the last few years. For example, when Threads was released, it was initially not available in the EU due to several that Threads failed to follow. Back then, Threads was released to other countries except EU. What the heck is Threads? Never mind, just some website selling t-shirts. Yes, who the heck still use Threads? For Threads, it only affected the countries in the EU, but the next example changed the world. In the EU, they also passed a law called the Radio Equipment Directive, whereby all electronic devices must have the same charging port by the end of 2024. USB-C port was chosen, and therefore Apple, for the first time, has to use USB-C for its latest phone, the iPhone 15. For this, Apple practically make it similar for all iPhone, not just for devices sold in the EU. There are many but let's just say that EU is very active in regulating the tech industry with real actions, instead of regulating the tech industry by asking someone if it's really a Singaporean.
I'm Singaporean.
Now, one more of their laws might have consequences throughout the world. You see, the EU has this called the Digital Markets Act, also known as the DMA. Simply put, this law kind of try to stop a few big tech companies from monopolizing the industry, allowing other competitors to compete fairly. Cause let's face it, unless you're Microsoft, you didn't have the resources to take on Google, even if you have the best search engine system. So, the DMA do so by giving the status of gatekeeper for companies that have become super big and have huge market share. A few examples of gatekeepers are like Google, Apple, Meta, Amazon, Microsoft, and whatnot. As gatekeepers, there are some do's and don'ts. For example, they have to be transparent about how they rank their products and services. They cannot anyhow overtake them. Now, one of the things they need to do is this. That sounds cheap, but it basically means that they must allow other services to kind of integrate with their core services. This means WhatsApp has to allow other messaging platforms like Telegram or iMessage to integrate into WhatsApp. Just imagine this. If you allow this integration in your WhatsApp, all the messages that come from Telegram, iMessage, or even Slack can be read in WhatsApp. Or vice versa, if your main platform is Telegram. It's just like how some of us just throw all our emails, from our personal emails to work emails, into one inbox. I don't know about you, but I rather all the messages to stay in that platform so I can pretend that I didn't read the message from WhatsApp. But anyways, you see, other platforms don't really care since they are not gatekeepers, but Meta's WhatsApp has to do so for the messaging platform by March 2024. This is why they have been contacting other platforms to determine how to do that. WA Beta Info has already leaked a screenshot of how it might look like, whereby all chats from third-party platform will be in one section. As of now, it's still unknown if WhatsApp will apply this to just the EU or simply just let it run on all parts of the world. Meta's concern is currently about security, and that is challenging. But here's the thing, this is important because this kind of opens up the market, which is the whole idea of the DMA. Wired reports that even smaller messaging platforms have been approached by Meta. The larger ones, like Telegram, didn't respond to media inquiries. Now, do note that this doesn't link to the traditional SMS, since SMS is technically not a competitor. So for now, let's wait and see if we'll soon be using Telegram to message your parents finally. And if you're watching this in 2025, can you tell me the 14 number for 24 Feb and 25 Feb? If you're watching this in 2025, comment on whether we are all now using WhatsApp for everything, or maybe we are all using Telegram for everything. In the meantime, do subscribe and watch this video to be slightly smarter.